Oh nah, I know the planets align, this shit be cosmic, but what's a retrograde to a renegade in the projects? My mindset is to avoid most nonsense and don't comment on issues that I don't vibe with.
What's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another read.
Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is going to be another pick a card reading. We're going to be asking the question, what do you need to know? Now, this is an old video. I recorded this back in, I think it was August 2023. So like this video and like 3 other videos, and it's been a struggle to get these videos out so that you can see them, because for some reason my iMovie isn't working and like my emails got too much stuff. I cleared it out. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. When I figure it out, then I'm gonna start posting videos again as well as going live. But for now, I'll just keep going live. So this video is like an archive of videos that I've done, like little pieces, and like I've done each pile separately. I did one pile one day, then maybe a week later I did another pile. This happened after my car accident. So I was like healing, resting, recording a little bit. So I did the intros at the end. So this is an intro that's in 2024, 6 months after I did the original reading that you're about to see. So take a look at them. Tell me how you feel about them. Comment and let me know. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks for all the people who trusted me along the journey. Thanks for all those people who booked those personal readings. And just, enjoy it. All right. And let me know how you feel about it. So I'm about to show you the pile selection. If you don't know about the pile selection, it's going to be in the description box. All right. You're just going to tap in there, boop. And then you're going to tap more, boop. And then you're just going to scroll up. And you're going to see pile selection 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And there's going to be a close-up of the pile selection as well. Okay. So I'm going to see you at the pile selection. So boom, pile 1. All right, so pile 1. What do you need to know? So for some reason, I was feeling a little self-conscious just there. So that might, I think you might be overthinking things, or it's time to go. Oh, a leg up. So it might be time to leave or take another path somewhere. All right, there's a new door that's opening. All right, it could be a Libra, or you could be dealing with one. This may be something that you'll have to protect. Yeah, you have to follow your instincts at this time. All right, yeah, definitely. And the Knight's here, so you could be dealing with a Cancer. All right, so this is a time to leave, or you need to protect your things. All right, follow your instinct. All right, a leg up. So someone may be trying to come up possibly off of you. Okay. You maybe need to follow your instinct. You need to protect what you have. Yep. Avoid disaster. Okay, corruption. All right, or someone's stealing, thieving. Yep, somebody could feel weighed down or burdened. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, Aquarius. What we got? Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. All right, for others, there's some type of relationship maybe that falls apart, or some type of project you're working on, maybe slowing down, or like experiencing stasis. All right, could be dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. All right, there's gonna be somebody generous who comes in. Yep, could be a father figure, older figure. Just possibly with somebody who you didn't trust or don't trust. Libra, Taurus. This may be somebody who comes in to offer you love. This could be, for some of you, this could be like a casual relationship, but this could also be someone who maybe keeps their options open. Maybe someone comes in and shares with you. Like they have other options. Like they have another alternative. That might be what it is. They have another alternative. So maybe somebody may be trying to offer you an alternative in some way, and this is possibly a leg up for you. Now, for some, I gave you that storyline of what may be going on. So let's look a little bit deeper into that, because maybe on the corruption, what is that about? Ungrateful with the gifts they receive from the universe. So someone is never satisfied. So they could be trying to use you then, if not trying to steal from you, trying to use love and compassion and empathy. So they could be just trying to use you. Okay. So this is a good friend. Slow down and enjoy the process. You're being protected by your guardian angels and ancestors. Okay. Stay focused. So this may be somebody with an attractive body. Yeah, this may be somebody with an attractive body or someone who's very focused on bossing up. They care a lot about their influence. All right. Now, for others, I'm seeing this story in another way. So ride with me. So this may be time to go, but you may be going in another direction, right? Another door may be opening. All right. This could be with a mother figure who may be opening this door. This may be somebody who's protective and someone who's nurturing who also follows their instincts. All right. This may be somebody who came about unexpectedly, or they're going to come about unexpectedly. They may just kind of fall into your lap, fall into your place. All right. This could be somebody from the past, or this is someone who kind of feels like you guys have unfinished business and they want to be able to take the burden off of you. They want you to be able to take a load off. Okay. This is somebody who probably wants to nurture you. Now, because it's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this nurturing could be as a way of clinging to you or possessing you. All right. So they maybe want to take a burden off your hands or want to, like, you know, take off this feeling of maybe you being overwhelmed. You know what I mean? They kind of want to give you a chance. I was going to say a break. So they want to give you a break. All right. This somebody maybe wants to cuddle up, you know what I mean? Have drinks. They want you to slow down and be present in the moment. You know what I mean? This is someone who maybe isn't necessarily satisfied with the things that they give, or they maybe, I was going to say maybe they sense, because with the heart here, this is a heart. This is maybe them sensing that they're not satisfied with what you've been giving or what they've been getting. You know what I mean? So maybe that's unexpectedly become known. You know what I mean? Some of you may start holding back because maybe it's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. All right. This may be what you need to know, or they may be doing this because it's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. They could be under a lot of responsibility. Psychic attacks have been sent to you. Black salt cleansing is needed to free from them. So someone could be trying to block your blessings. Or this person is, also says continue to speak up. Okay, so it says your mantra and affirmations will manifest divine times. So continue to speak them and don't give up. So I want to say like maybe around a holiday. Like around a holiday, there's something that's going on. Big picture, maybe you're taking family pictures. I don't know. Something you should know here for a holiday. This most likely the closest holiday we have is, right now I'm doing this in October, so it could be like Halloween, Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Maybe Christmas, because maybe, I don't know. Whenever you see this, I guess a holiday. All right. It says a situation has given you tunnel vision. You need to see the bigger picture and use your discernment in this matter. So maybe you've only been focused or seeing this situation one way, or whoever you're dealing with has only been focused on seeing the situation one way. It's a messenger, so you're going to be getting a message some way, somehow. There's a message. A community could be done with Aquarius. So maybe you're protecting a community, Sagittarius. So there's a new community that you're going to be exploring, all right? There may be somebody that you meet there that's a nurturer. I was going to say a healer, or like maybe a doctor, or someone there who has like their hands in the community, all right? They have big picture thinking, right? They also someone maybe who's an explorer, possibly foreign, possibly in another country, possibly just not from where you are. They might speak a foreign language, you know what I mean? Any of that, all right? So it's something like that along the lines. They could even be in college, because the ninth house represents higher education or higher information. Usually it's otherworldly, like tarot or astrology or manifestation abilities, you know, psychic. It's not really psychic abilities, but it's just that understanding of it could be that. You know what I mean? Sagittarius is more of a, you could never know. It could be that. They have that optimism about things that could exist. So they're kind of like Aquarius, where it's like, they're like the renegades, where these people have futuristic thinking. They kind of see things that don't already exist. Sagittarius can feel it because they're more of a passionate person, whereas Aquarius can think it because they're more of an analytical person. So they can see the future, you know what I mean? With the eyes. They can idealize the future, idealize the future. So there's someone who also maybe wants to idealize the future. Now notice there's a couple stories going on, because we went from someone trying to steal, someone trying to use you for a leg up, right? Or someone trying to be corrupt in some way, right? To at the same time recognizing that maybe there's a relationship that maybe fall apart, or that there's somebody coming into your life unexpectedly. So there's like a lot of different scenarios, because this is just a general read, and that's why I be noticing a lot. Like I was like, why am I, give them from one to here. But what it is a bunch of different general stories. And the signs that I'm telling you are probably the signs that are included in this situation in different parts of the story. That's what's really been standing out to me a whole lot since I've been doing these. Anyway, I just gave you that rant because I probably ain't had rants from me in a while. It's been a while. All right, so what do you need to know? That you're being protected by your guardian angels. New ideas. It's time to bring your ideas to life and to believe in yourself. Get out of that pessimistic. Oh, truth transcends illusion. So this is being authentic and trusting in the process. You may feel like the moves you're making aren't working, but they are. Allow your ideas to come to life by thinking positive. All right? And start to nurture yourself, because there's always enough. So don't, all right, because there's a story I wanted to tell you about that made me, I was going to share it with people on my IG, but I'm going to tell y'all. So I went to Calabasas, like, in the summertime. I went with a friend. I just randomly popped up in Calabasas. We're at this millionaire's house. It was really cool. You know what I mean? And something about that visit made me realize that success. So I don't know where you're going with, where this may be going for you, but with success. Because whenever I see this, there's always enough. There's usually a feeling of someone feeling like there's not enough. So this was a confirmation, like there's enough. Let your ideas come to life. You don't have to think that you don't have anything that's breakthrough or groundbreaking or innovative or any different, because Aquarius energy is here, which is usually someone who wants to be different or stand out, unorthodox. So sometimes we feel like there isn't enough opportunity. This isn't enough what we're getting. Like there could be, I should have more, I should be more, I should get more, I should see more. Sometimes it's saying like as it stands, there's more. You can have more, yes. But it's like once you get out of that pessimism feeling of feeling like this right here is not enough. You know what I mean? When you feel like this right here is not enough, that's when you're confusing yourself, your subconscious. Because you're not telling your subconscious that there is more. You're telling them that what you're getting is not enough. So you get more of that. All right. With bring a gentle touch here in reverse, it's just saying that you're being too critical or too harsh with yourself. There's a need to be a lot more compassionate with yourself and with others. Like what's really true in this situation or in this moment will transcend whatever is trying to be projected on you. So really, this is a time to be more patient and believe in your abilities to create what it is that you want. Allow the excitement or the anxiety you feel to turn into creative passion, to turn into inspiration for speaking, for communicating, for connecting, for nurturing. Allow this time to be that way. All right, you may be dealing with somebody who's like a scientist or someone maybe who's a chemist or someone who's they could be like a actor, artist. They're not really a poet, but there's someone who's made money with a creative venture. And there's someone who can maybe be even a philanthropist who wants to give back to you, all right? Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Gemini, Libra, Taurus, all right? This could be someone who maybe who comes about, I was gonna say subtly, but it's sneaky in a way. Like they kind of like maybe sneak behind somebody else's back, all right? They maybe try to, or this could be happening. Someone could be trying to sneak behind your back, or you could be possibly sneaking behind somebody else's back, offering someone else love. This could be a relationship that's hidden because it was hidden under the King of Cups. So this may be somebody who's around you who may be playing like they're upright, like they are doing the right thing, like they are integral in some way. You know what I mean? And they may be very loving to you, very nurturing to you, but at the same time, they're making secret deals behind your back, or they're making, like they're connecting with people, they're building trust or intimacy with other people, but maybe not like staying long. You get what I mean? So this could be going on as well. This is somebody who has a nice body, attractive body. Yeah, what does it say? They have a constant need for reassurance and are anxious when they are alone. Yeah, so this person wants to express themselves because they need reassurance. So they want to be able to like communicate with you. They don't like being on their own. Oh, and that's what the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. It's somebody who doesn't like being on their own. So that might be the issue. That might be what's going on. This person may be very loving, very nurturing, very caring towards you, but really have other, like, I've heard of this before too, but like have other people who they give to or who they see from time to time, so that they're not, like they have to have somebody. That's what it is. They have to have somebody. All right. So there's somebody who has codependency, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is. They have codependency. So that you need to be aware of that as well. Now, codependency doesn't always have to be in a relationship where they're just dating. Codependency means that they have to depend on others for their livelihood, for their wealth, for their well-being, for their security. They have to depend on someone for that. This could even be like a job where you have to depend on this job because it pays your bills. You don't have any other creative ventures going. You don't have any other, other hobbies or whatever making any money. So you have to stay with this job. You're dependent on this job. And when the job says you can't go out to school, or you can't go to your daughter's recital, or you can't go to your son's soccer game, you got to be here on Sunday morning, Saturday morning, when that's not relieving your day, that's a codependency, because it makes you have to alter who you are to fit into a box. All right, and you would prefer to do that because it feels more comfortable, as opposed to taking the uncomfortable route of creating a new outcome for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has to do that, but I'm just giving you an example of what it can look like in like regular circumstances outside of like relationships, like intimate relationships. So it could also be that, because this could also just be a job or a career or a hobby or a community stealing your energy, stealing your time, you know what I mean? And really you have more creative ideas, more creative ventures, more opportunities, more pathways, more, just like a job, stealing your time. Like you can do a million other things, you know what I mean? But this is what I do. This is what I choose to do. It's easier to do this. This is a comfort zone. That's what the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is. I'm comfortable for myself. It brings me security. It doesn't help others, but it brings me security. All right. Now, even if the job does help others, I'm just saying, like, a lot of it, the reason, like, say that you're overworked, because I had the Ten of Wands here, which would also mean that somebody is overworked or overburdened, and somebody wants to come in and help you for it. So it would imply that someone's being used, either resources, energy, time, dedication, persistence, like someone's using all these things that you have, by pretending to be very loving, caring, nurturing, and this is in a sense for them to get a leg up. You get what I mean? So, but anyway, I go back to this where it says you are being protected by your guardian angels and ancestors. So with the Tower here in reverse, this is still avoiding the inevitable. You know what I mean? But this is like avoiding disaster as well. All right? Like follow your instincts in this situation to be able to avoid it. Because you may be already sensing that this may be time to leave this relationship or time to leave this situation. All right? Could be dealing with a Leo. It says give with gratitude and grace. So, okay, so this is about you being genuine. Or, like I said, somebody else may be coming in who's going to be genuine. But this is about being genuine, having pure intentions with people. That might be what's going on here. Because sometimes the Tower is always a breaking down or a paradigm shift of what you've always thought to be a reality. So some of this can be a projection as well. Like follow your instincts, because like they could be projecting and so could you. So this is something that you need to be aware of. All right, like giving, because there's an energy of never being satisfied with what's being given. So giving with spirit is like not being worried, because if you feel like you're never satisfied with what's being given, then it just means that you're not giving as much. That's what it means. You're not giving as much, because you would recognize at some point, it's like, okay, I've done this much to help. And then, it builds trust and camaraderie when we share. And when you get closer and give without a motive or without a need for, I guess, validation of the person. You know what I mean? It's like, I came here, like, I'll give you an example, and this is outside money. I'll give you an example. Say if I'm coming to your house and I'm just coming to spend time. I didn't come to ask for food. I didn't come to ask for a service. I didn't come to do anything. I just came to check. Are you okay? How are you doing today? Just a chat, just a little bit, then I'm out. You know what I mean? For one of those parties, there could have been a feeling of maybe I'm not satisfied with the interaction for somebody, because maybe they would have wanted you to bring them something. Maybe they wanted a gift. Maybe they wanted you to massage them. Maybe they would have wanted you to walk their dog. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you an example, right? There's could be these type of things that happen in relationships, right? This is just saying that whatever you're giving, give with genuine concern and care, all right? Like, don't overgive. You know what I mean? So this is playing out in relationships too. So there's a need to pay attention to that. And I guess what you're going to be able to do is follow your instincts for when it's time to leave situations or stop nurturing situations. So it's like a difference, understanding of, because the Libra's energy here. So it's a need to know when you're nurturing a right situation and need to know when when it's time to leave. That's going to be what this is all about. Instinct, following when it's time to leave and recognizing when you're not getting enough, but also being aware of when you need to be giving genuinely without an expectation of others, maybe returning the same favor or being more genuine in the reasons that you give. You know what I mean? Sometimes we give, like, I'll give you another example. Wishing somebody a happy birthday on social media. Say you wish somebody a happy birthday on social media and they don't reply, they don't like your comment. Do you get upset? Because what if they liked everybody else besides yours? Even if they were being petty. But what if they didn't? Do you get upset? You know what I mean? Because these are little things. Like, did you give that happy birthday for genuineness, or was it for validation or acknowledgement? Like, little things. These are, I'm just giving an example. These are little things. And this is like in relationships and in certain dynamics, like recognizing why you're doing things. Because sometimes people can feel like they're being used because they gave something, but they gave for the other person to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much, Sharon. Like, we do those things. So maybe this is where what you need to know. It's like becoming aware of this. Like, there may be a sudden recognition of this. You know what I mean? You may be avoiding, like, following what you really feel. And you may be either a selfish person, or you may be a giver, and possibly an overgiver to keep people into relationships or keep them around you because you need reassurance. Now, this could be the person that you're dealing with. Like, there's going to be this type of energy going on around you. And I guess the bigger lesson is recognizing when it's time to go. All right. So anyway, let's go over signs one more time. Let me give you advice first. Let me give you advice. So, advice: guardian angel, trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. Okay. So let me give you the signs we got. We got Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Scorpio, Aries, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Taurus. All right. So, Power 1, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This is Noonie. This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house. It had been a minute. What in the world? I haven't had to do this intro in like forever. All right. Thanks, y'all. Boom. Power 2. So, Power 2. What do you need to know? Okay, so you could be a Taurus. Life's comfort. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Life's about to be good, or you're about to invent a way to be a lot more comfortable or a lot more stable. That's what I was getting. Unorthodox ideas or unorthodox visions, maybe people, friends. You know, it's Aquarius energy. This could be like making deals with unusual people. You know what I mean? To make comfort, to make security, to make stability. New principles, because Aquarius is the innovator, so they invent things. So you may be inventing things that bring you luxury. These could be like new ideas. These could be like, or just encountering new people unexpectedly that have like life's pleasures, and they're very like stable. They're a connoisseur of like the finer things. They like all the best stuff, but sometimes the stuff they like could be a little bit weird or a little bit off-putting, but they pay handsomely for it. You get what I mean? So you could be encountering these. This could be like the type of energy that's around. It's like a whole slew of different things that happen, but a lot of this is meant to get you outside of your comfort zone, because Aquarius and Taurus are two separate energies. There's the Earth energy, which is more grounded, stable, practical, preferring to do things the same way. And then there's that Aquarius energy, a thinker, or an analyzer, someone who can see into the future. You know, they can visualize ideas or perspectives that haven't yet existed. So you could be coming up on that, or people like that. That's the vibe, all right? So what do you need to know? I really brought these out because I wanted to use these. Millennial Tarot. I haven't used these in like forever. So, dang, that was a terrible shuffle. And that's why you can see I haven't used them forever. So we'll see what's up. I usually be using, I got like a bunch of different decks I've been using because I've been doing it on the gram. All right, anyway, these ones just were hidden because they're kind of big and it's a little hard to shuffle, but I like when I read with them because they be fun. All right, ooh, so what do you need to know? Oh, somebody wants to nurture some type of tension behind you. It could be a friend who maybe betrayed you in the past. Could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with a Virgo. Yep, this is somebody who wants to bring love into the situation. Knight of Cups. All right, now, everybody loves the Knight of Cups. Now, Knight of Cups is usually a person who comes into your life to bring you ideas. So remember when I was telling you that in the beginning? That's why. But this is also somebody who's romantic, and they tend to have strong beliefs in love. Now, the only thing that's real is love. So let me not just say only that they're coming in with strong beliefs in love. This is someone who just expects things to be done their way. They can be very fickle. You know what I mean? Like, they may have their intentions, like they mean well when they're there, but sometimes this could also be someone who maybe presents illusions to you. You know what I mean? They sell things up. They're not really a salesman, but they're like very romantic, and they're somebody who really wants to please you and wants to be helpful and wants to really like take things to the next level. That's really their intention. Even as a friend, it's really their intention. You know what I mean? They want to make things better. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with Capricorn. All right. This person has finally mastered their nurturing abilities, or they finally mastered their creative abilities. This may be somebody who's very intuitive. This could be like a nurse. This could be like someone who protects other people. You know what I mean? This maybe even for what you may need to know is that somebody maybe wants to negotiate with you, or somebody wants to have some type of litigation. They want to heal a situation with you. All right. They feel like they're stepping into the unknown, but that there's stability here, or that there's longevity, wealth. Now, for others, this person could feel like no longer competing with you, or no longer having power struggles with you, which is a negotiation. Duh, same thing. All right. But they do want to step in. They're not quite sure what would happen. So I think that's the issue. It's like a fear around what would happen if they present you with this offer. You know what I mean? Because this person feel, oh, you know what I kind of feel like? I feel like this person feels like they would empower you in a way, like, you know, put you over top of them in some way. Yeah, I feel that's what it is. But at the same time, this person feels like you're trustworthy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. I said that already. I got Aquarius. Yep. Now this could be, for some, this could be like an entertainment. Like, this person could possibly see you in a position, or see you in a certain light. But like, you know, like sometimes people can see you, or so, because I'm getting like two stories here. So for some, they could probably see you as like a celebrity, aspiring star, all right? And for others, or like just like aspiring to be well known, even in a field like work. Like, you know how you can have like star potential, but star potential at work, like, you know that you're gonna excel wherever you're at, or whatever you're doing. So like the people around you are gonna be noticing that. That's what you maybe need to know, that people around you already can kind of see where you're going. And with the Queen of Cups here, these will be people who want to nurture you, because this is somebody who understands you, even though if you can't really speak up or like communicate what it is. Even like, usually you come from a page to a knight, and you got the knight here. All right, I'm surprised I didn't see a page, but this means that you're already either making money from your abilities, or you're actually having romantic offers because of, I guess, of like a vision. You fit like a social standard. All right, so you maybe need to know that somebody who maybe has comfort, luxuries, who's a connoisseur of life, wants to romance you, wants to date you. They may even want to take care of you, because we got two queens here, and this is a nurturing energy, and they're upright. So they may even want to take care of you. Or at least I know what I do know is that they want to invest in you. All right, they do want to keep you secure. All right, this can normally be somebody who's more focused on what they have and what they got going on. But in this case, they want to be diplomatic. That's what the Aquarius energy came out. They want to be diplomatic, intolerant of like some of the situation, or some of your beliefs, some of your principles. You know what I mean? Like some of your values. Taurus energy, some of your values. They want to be diplomatic about some of your values, or tolerant. All right, so that's what you need to know. Now, it's starting off a little harsh, but I see that as kind of lightening up. So that might be how the connection starts off. It starts off a little harsh, starts off a little rough, you know what I mean? But then it starts lightening up. So that might be what it is. Because with Taurus energy and Aquarius energy, those are both fixed energies. So with fixed energy, it always means that they have issues with change, or they have issues with new people, letting new people in. And what's really funny is because Aquarius rules the 11th house, and the 11th house is the house of major friendships, large scale friendships, large organizations. But these are friends, or organizations, or companies, or businesses, or like events that have like a social feeling to them. So whoever this person is, they're bringing in like a social vibe. You know what I mean? This is somebody who follows their instinct, and they're good at negotiating, because we got negotiating. So you could be dealing with like an earth energy. They may have a very grounded type of energy. So you may need to know that. But they're very intuitive. And this is somebody maybe who's like very, I was going to say mystical. You know what I mean? Very mystical. Maybe you're not like super aware of them like that. And this could be somebody who is used to play sports, or has like an athletic body, or something like that, or they're a parent, a mother figure, or you know what I mean, something along the lines. But it's somebody who wants to follow their impulse. Did I say they wanted children? I thought I did, but they do. All right, this person wants to surrender, but they could be like fighting, or they could feel like you're fighting and not giving up. You know what I mean? That you're not really expressing yourself in the way that you could. They feel like you don't use your voice or don't use your words in the way that you could, or that you talk loud. I guess it's the way that you talk. Maybe they want you to use your words more because they could feel like giving up, or they feel like you're giving up. They want you to learn from your mistakes or learn from what didn't work. Like they could feel like you hold on to things like grudges or failures or you know what I mean, something like that. Like they kind of feel like that. So they want to change their mind about you, or they want you to change your mind about them and take this opportunity. There's a new adventure to them. All right, so they may present you, like I said, they're going to probably, it goes both ways. So for some of y'all, it's going to be an opportunity. For others of you, this could be a Capricorn. This person is attracted to you. Now, if it's an intimate situation, could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I got Leo, Scorpio. Anyway, I'm surprised I only came out with Aquarius. That's really weird. Yeah, this is a sugar daddy. This person got money. Ooh, get him everything. Get her everything. She got money, and they're very friendly. They're very friendly, so that's the vibe. They give a social friendly vibe. All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune here. This may have been somebody you interacted with before in the past, and things didn't go in your favor, or this may be somebody who felt it was just like bad timing. You know what I mean? Like maybe you could have hit them up when they were busy, or circumstances. Like sometimes circumstances are in the way, and this could be what it was. Like circumstances could be like distance. Circumstances could be like. Maybe they are like a supervisor, a boss, and you're an employee, you know what I mean? Or like counselor to client privilege type of thing. You get what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like there's a vagueness here. There's like a vague line because of the moon. So there's like a vagueness here, a vague line, and you need to know that. And then right in there is a negotiation, and with the five of wands here in reverse, there's some type of, they call it a litigation, which is usually just a talk, a back and forth. But we have Aquarius energy, which is a diplomat. Could be dealing with also with a Gemini, because I just pulled that up. The Gemini might be hidden, but they may be just like lurking, watching, because the Gemini is the investigator. So they may just be like watching, lurking. You know what I mean? So it could be like a mystery to them. They may not know like quite like how much to like invest. I think that might be it, because it's vagueness. It's vagueness. It's like I can see the potential of something large scale here. I can see something big being established here. You know what I mean? But it's like, what? You know what I mean? And then how do I even approach it or nurture this situation? So there's like a tension here. All right. Now this person does want to evolve the situation. They could be closing one door for another opportunity. You know what I mean? Or they could have felt like you closed another door for this opportunity. But maybe that's just something you need to know. This is somebody who wants to exchange resources with you, though, because the death always represents other people's money. It represents transformation. Usually take a situation to another, like either a deeper level or ending it. But it's just not going to be the same as it's always been. That's for sure. So that's a good thing. All right. That's what's really going to go on. So soon, I would say that they're going to be proposing something, because the Knight of Cups is pretty fast. He's kind of slow up until he gets his emotions involved. So that's where the whole situation. That's why I said, remember I was telling you the situation may go kind of slow, because they're kind of slow up until they get their feelings involved. But once you get their feelings involved, they on some shit. You feel me? So watch them. Could be a Libra. Ooh, that was a little bit of advice, but I did want to give you some of these oracles over here. Shout out Tabas Tarot. Tat. Lady Tat. What is this? It says, this person has a bad habit. It could be drinking too much. They don't know how to heal and find peace to defeat the monster. So they have a habit. People appreciate their gentleness, especially with children and animals. You are powerful and spiritually protected. So people appreciate your gentleness, especially with children and animals. All right, so they appreciate you being gentle with children and animals. You could be a parent, or a pet parent, or you just a veterinarian. I'm just going out the park a little bit there. Now there could be a graduation soon for somebody, like you know what I mean. I want to say a congratulations, but I said graduation because I seen the hat. but it looks like a graduation. All right, but maybe it's a congratulations. All right. Some of you, somebody maybe wants to nurture your addictive personalities or your addictive habits. Maybe they want to cure it. I was going to say cure it. So maybe if you had a sickness, that may be something that's coming up here. And that's not normally a sickness card, but that's where I was kind of getting with the nurse. Remember I was telling you a nurse vibe? So yeah, maybe that comes along. I don't know. Most of the vibe gives off a humanitarian vibe, like being genuine. People care. All right. At this time, people will care. But it, like I said, it may start off a little harsh, like the beginning stages. All right. So here's your advice. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. I bet. Help me to not fear the transient nature of life. Remember, I was just telling you, because of that Taurus and that Scorpio energy, they have issues with change. So this is transformation. And Capricorn, I'm surprised I ain't see no Aries energy, because they have that issue too. But I ain't calling y'all out. All right, don't trip. Anyway, help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creations. All right, so in the initial stages, just keep this in mind. In the initial stages, the situation does not go in your favor. All right, it doesn't go in your favor. But because the Wheel of Fortune is here, even though it's in reverse, and you might have caught the bad end of the stick, shortly it comes back around and you on top. So let me give you signs. We got Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Sag, Libra, Cancer. Is that all the signs? That's all the signs. That's all the signs. All right, so that was pointless almost. All right, y'all. Pile 2, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. So boom, pile 3. All right, so pile 3. What do you need to know? So it's a whole nother day, night, if you can't tell. All right, so what do you need to know? Emotions and devotion. Devotion, emotions. Devotion, emotion. All right, your personal needs. All right, that may be what you're starting to focus on. Having integrity or more self-discipline. This may be what you need to do, because when the moon shows up, so the moon investor. All right, so the moon itself represents your emotional state, your personal needs, intimacy needs. All right, represents what you need in close partnerships or close relationships. All right, this could be friends, this could be family, this could be co-workers, people that you keep around you regularly. All right, so it could be that. And this could be also recognizing what that you need to be devoted, like what you need in terms of like relationships in order for you to be devoted, or in order for you to maintain some level of discipline towards it. And this could be towards goals too. Like how you feel about a pursuit of something is also what encourages you to be devoted. All right, it is what motivates you to be devoted. All right, like if I feel that this cause that I'm chasing after is really worth the time and the energy that I'm putting into it, then I'll be devoted to it. You get what I mean? Like if you don't really feel like what you're going after is really worth it to you, how much energy do you really put into it? How much time do you really invest into it? It's one of those type of things. You get what I mean? Oh, we got harmony. Oh, wait, okay, this gets even easier. This gets even better. So the great thing about this, because I see we got trine here, and trine is definitely a lucky, feel-good moment. So your emotions should probably be starting to like balance out, or you may notice that it may get a lot easier to express your emotions, or find that it may get a lot easier to find self-discipline, or to find something that gets you passionate. You know what I mean? Like you may find that and this could even be like maybe even find something that maybe causes you to get upset. Like you may find yourself like easily upset. All right. And it doesn't have to be that, because trying is usually a feel-good moment. It can cause you to usually get complacent. But the first thing that came to me was upset, because what it's involving right now in terms of everything is your personal needs. So while it may be easy to get your needs met, you may also get complacent, and this can cause you to get lazy and lose focus on the things that you need to be disciplined in. So what can also happen during this time will be lucky events. synchronicities, like feel good moments, situations that you were hoping would play out, will play out. It will seem like things were just falling into place and they were meant to be there. And that's where the complacency comes from, because it creates a comfort. Because the first thing out was the moon, and the moon always looks for something comfortable. So that may be what you deal with. You may be dealing with things that make you comfortable, and they may have you like struggling at being devoted or staying on task or staying like disciplined towards goals. All right, you may be just like, and sometimes because the moon is here, it could even mean that you're actually picking this stuff up. Like you can actually start to instinctually recognize when you're doing that. So it doesn't have to always be bad. It can just be a vibe of you recognizing when you're doing that. All right. So you may be hearing, I was going to say, you may be hearing communication on Monday, but something may be happening for you on a Monday. All right. This could be a lucky opportunity. All right. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be dealing with a Sag, could be dealing with a Cancer. All right, could be dealing with the Gemini. This is somebody who wants to exchange ideas. Somebody wants to dive deeper with you. Now, this could be somebody who maybe wants to investigate or ask questions, or, you know, this is definitely somebody who wants to ask questions. All right, they want to dig a little deeper with you. All right. This is somebody who wants clarity or like more information about something. So they're going to be, that's what you need to know. They're going to be trying to be supportive, is what I just read. So they're going to be trying to be supportive in some way. All right. Now, because the moon is here, this could be like a mother figure or a nurturing figure, someone who's loving. They may be sharing information. That might be what they do. They might share information with you. All right. This is something that's meant to expand you or expand your view, your perspective. All right. That's the intention here, because trine is here. So this is meant to be something that's good for you. All right. It's supposed to be emotionally fulfilling. And the only issue you may have is staying devoted or staying the course. Okay. That might really be the only issue so far. That's all that I'm seeing so far with the oracle, is that might be the biggest issue. Now with the clarify here with the solar, which could be, you could be dealing with the Leo. All right, so someone could be giving you clarity, all right, about something. It doesn't have to be on a Monday, but I just said Monday because the moon is a Monday. All right, so that's the only reason I said that. All right, so this may be somebody who's overindulgent in some way. So this is what I want to say. Maybe they're shooting their shot in some way. All right, now because of Scorpio energy and a Sagittarius energy, this can come in a funny way, or this can come in a very strategic, blunt way. You know what I mean? Like it kind of catches you off guard. All right, because this person wants clarity from you, and this person is going to come in with good vibes. So like the whole energy behind this would be like good vibes. You know what I mean? Like at first it may be seeming confusing, because that's where I was kind of getting at first. Like I was giving you a whole runaround, and then all of a sudden it seemed a little bit confusing. So it may be confusing at first. All right. Last little bit of oracles, and we're going to go on. But this person will want to clarify some things. All right. And they want to come with good vibes. So the advice is to go with the flow. All right. Concessions. They want to make room for you and stability. So, okay, but there's deception here. So you could be dealing with the Capricorn, could be dealing with Aquarius. Now, the deception doesn't always have to be like fooling you, but it is. So deception sometimes could be like having hidden intentions, hidden motives. And the hidden motives at this time looks like to overindulge in something. They may be overly positive, overly, you know what I mean, overly good vibe-ish. You get what I mean? Like, yeah, hey, you know what I mean? Like overly nice. It may play out like that, you know what I mean? But it can come off a little bit blunt because of the Sagittarius energy. Now, the bluntness doesn't have to be like, you know, rude, but it's blunt like, oh, you said it that way. Like, I can see that something here is different. For sure, I can see that. You know what I mean? So it may be that vibe where you can tell that something is different. And it may be about stability or about creating stability with you. You know what I mean? This could also be about maybe going to somewhere where there's concessions, like, you know, food or like, you know, drinks or whatever. They could be, you know what I mean, clarifying that and giving you some information about that. Like, it's information that gets shared here, but it could just really be a conversation because we got Gemini energy. But there's a deceptiveness behind it. Now, they may not be telling you all that's there. They may not be telling you their true intentions. They may just be putting on an act sometimes of caring more or caring less. It's that type of vibe, you know what I mean? So it's something along the lines of that. This is what you need to know. That someone's trying to make room for you to create stability. Yep, 10 of Cups. Someone wants to make a family with you. Now, a family can be a team. All right, like this could be somebody getting a lot of information and then they want to come and tell you something. Because remember I told you it could be an investigator. All right, King of Pentacles. We got King of Pentacles in reverse, and we got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So there is a motive that's being given here. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. So there is a hidden motive here, and that may be the hidden motive here, but this person may also be a little bit jealous of like your attention or your status, or this person could be maybe like someone who doesn't stay motivated. Like they could be a perfect spouse or perfect partner or perfect business person, partner. You know what I mean? They could be a perfect, like they have the abilities to be that, but this may be somebody who tends to maybe get lazy, maybe lose motivation at times, you know what I mean? Or this is somebody who tends to overindulge, like they overspend. You know what I mean? They have it, they got it, but they just overspend. You know what I mean? They maybe buy luxury stuff. They maybe, I don't know, eat out every day. These are just like, they have the money, you know what I mean? So this could be somebody who has the money, but maybe just spends it in a bad way, all right? Like I was telling a friend, because I do this sometimes, what I may do is like rent could be due, right? You have a 1 through 5th, the 1st through the 5th. I may buy some shoes before I pay the rent, but I got the money for the rent, but I didn't pay the rent today. Why not? You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So they could do stuff like that. I'm just giving you an example, you know what I mean? I'm telling you my dirt because I don't give a shit, you know what I mean? Anyway, this person is going to be wanting to offer you something. Yep, negotiate. We got the 5 of Swords here. So they're looking for some type of peaceful resolution here. So the way they may come at you, maybe in a sense of like, if you want to, you know what I mean? So it's like an invite to create stability. Now, stability is just like to create a grounded situation between us where we meet on a common ground. You know what I mean? Where we meet in a stage or a place where we both feel comfortable and we both feel like our needs are met. So that person probably, they're trying to find a way to make room for you. So this could be like adding you into their schedule. This could be like putting you on a schedule. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a boss. It's like also putting you on, like putting you on to something, like putting you in where they feel like you can be of asset or of use. All right. And this may be something that you can use. So they may be planting seeds of something that may be beneficial for you that creates stability. All right. This may be even something that you are like happy about. It makes you feel fulfilled. Like, oh yes, thank you. So it may be something like that where there's a thank you or a congratulations that comes. All right. Now, sometimes when I said this person may be jealous of you, I think they may be jealous of like your look, like how you look. Like maybe you look like you're done up or like you are bossed up or, you know what I mean? It's something about like the way you carry yourself. So I think that's what it is. Like maybe they could be, if they're not necessarily jealous, they could be frustrated about the way you look. Something about the way you maybe carry yourself, dress, or present yourself. It's how you present yourself. You know what I mean? They may take you seriously. That might be what it really is. They really take you, they maybe take you seriously, or you may take this person seriously because of like a business persona, because the King of Pentacles is like a business person, but it gives me like a business persona. And like that could be maybe the part of the frustration or like being too serious. Like they take you serious, you know what I mean? Like a father figure. For some, this could be a child. You know what I mean? Like they see you as a family, as a family person. So it could be children, you know what I mean? And it could be maybe children involved in this situation for some of you. That might be the offer of a family. You know what I mean? Like I said that before, but I kind of feel like that's where it's going, but it's kind of coming off like it's not a big thing because this person wants to avoid conflict or wants to avoid maybe an argument or wants to avoid like having a harsh communication with you. Like they don't want to have to like be defensive and they don't want you to be defensive. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be trying to like give you some ideas soon, communicate something, be supportive in some way. All right, let's try these real quick. Millennial Tarot. I love this deck, man. So what do you need to know? Somebody does want to spend on you. This could be like a trick daddy. All right, like they could be wanting to like spend on you. They may even want to take you to a party or take you to an event. Could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, so you might have interacted with this person before. This is somebody who's popular, maybe even low-key popular. All right, but now this, for some, I guess I want to say this person may be burnt out, meaning like they may be stressed or they're tired or they live like the party life and they're like, oh, I'm done with this. You know what I mean? Like they lived an adventurous life because like they were popular at one time. This is somebody who maybe cares for people. They could be very artsy. For some, this is somebody maybe who does tarot or does like a lot of reading, or they drink, it's Starbucks. They like a lot of Starbucks, texting. You probably text them a lot. Or this may be like how the relationship will like develop. Maybe you meet them at like a coffee spot. Or you meet them where their drinks at, and you know what I mean? And it's like one of those things, like you text them. You'll be texting them. This is how it all kind of like formulates. You know what I mean? Like I'm just giving you maybe like a play-by-play for some of you. This person may be somebody who works a lot then, because if they're burnt out, they may be working a lot. But I also at first was thinking if they were once popular, they may have been burnt out because they were like popular. They were like the party girl guy. You know what I mean? They were lit. You know what I'm saying? So now they're like, woo, I'm tired. I don't want to be a player no more. Well, go ahead, Joe. Take your gimp ass on somewhere. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It may not be quite like that because the King of Pentacles is here, but this is in reverse. This is somebody who's not necessarily devoted to or staying consistent. They're not necessarily reliable in relationships. They fear commitment. That's really what it is. This may be somebody who fears commitment, and they come off as a Page of Wands, where they're more playful and curious and mischievous, and really they're just like, they're really slick. They're really slick. You have to keep your eye on them. You know what I mean? They're not like, they could very much be the end all be all if you wanted that, like if that's what they wanted, but it doesn't come off that way. You know what I mean? So it's like, maybe even if it's a business, it's somebody who maybe invest in you a little bit, but it's like, I'm not going to take this all the way, because it's like not their end all be all. You get what I mean? So like this may be someone who has like multiple ventures elsewhere and doesn't really stay focused on one thing. And that's where I'm getting at with this. But they are very abundant. So it may not necessarily be a bad thing. This could be like somebody who's always working, possibly. Always working, and they maybe work to look good. You know what I mean? To buy the latest, to have the most. You know what I mean? That might be what they're really on. And that may be where the overspending comes from. So this is some stuff that you may need to know. All right? This is somebody who likes a lot of attention. They can be arrogant. All right. And they can be very prideful. Like they can put their pride before a lot of other things. So if this is like a relationship, then you need to know. But sometimes if this is a partnership or a business, this is somebody who maybe even spends more than they need to on a budget because of a look. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to always be that way for them, but they can be that way. You know what I mean? This could be a Libra, it could be a Taurus. This is somebody who's abundant. They may be into like fashion, or they may be into like hair, or like you know, I was gonna say pharmaceuticals, so I don't know, but they could be into like dressing, styling, you know what I mean? Like they care about that type of stuff. Like just somebody who has nice hair, you know what I mean? Even if they have short hair, they have nice hair. For some, they're graying like a silver fox, you know what I mean? But this is somebody who could be a very much, they could be, I was gonna say a philanthropist, but this is not usually a philanthropist. But in the King of Pentacles for me in reverse, I've always seen them to be like a trick daddy. This is someone who uses their money as a power tool. All right, now this could also be somebody who does bad budgeting. You know what I mean? They just like, oh, why'd you do it that way? Why are you spending your money that way? You need to handle responsibilities first. This is somebody who doesn't do that necessarily, but somehow they just tend to have a lot of money, and that's probably what it is. They just probably just happen to have a lot of money, or have access to a lot of resources, or access to a lot of money where they can just splurge. They can just live how they would like to live. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what it is. And they could maybe have a connection of people, or this may be somebody who gambles, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. So they may be like, I don't see an addiction here. Knight of Cups could be somebody who's in addiction because of the Pisces energy. So it could be possible. Could be, this may be somebody who's like starting to look at their life differently, because I just seen core life prices. So it could be Scorpio or Pisces or Sag. Again, this is somebody who's trying to look at their life with a bigger scope or bigger vision now. So while they may be afraid of commitment or afraid of being in partnerships, and then when I say commitment can just mean like they don't want to commit to the task at hand. While they may be afraid of committing to the task at hand themselves, they are very abundant and very giving and very nurturing. So there is some type of like win here, because the trine is here. So like while I was telling you all that negative stuff, that's just normally what I'd be seeing. I see that first. Like I look at the realistic point of view, and then I look at, okay, as a whole, what does this do? And that's what this is this what it entails. Like looking at it as a whole. There are some parts that maybe leak a little bit. We could repair those. We could work at that. You know what I mean? Because with the King of Pentacles here and the Empress here and the Wheel of Fortune, even though it's in reverse, these are good signs here. This is good sign. Like it just seems that at the time, it's just not going how I would expect it to. There's a lot of like, a lot of the dynamic, or a lot of like outside influence that I can't control. You know what I mean? And that might be where the fear of commitment comes from. Like, you know, like let's say we're doing a partnership. I don't want to be in your partnership if I don't like the way you spend your money. If I don't like the way you know what I mean, like your beliefs. Sometimes it could be like your beliefs or your core principles. Like, I don't agree about, some, like, all right, I'll give you an example. Some people feel like we shouldn't be married. Some people feel like we should. Some people feel like Christianity, or some people feel like Islam. You know what I mean? Some people feel like Hinduism. Like, there's like, we all have our own beliefs or principles that we adhere to. And we may not agree with each other. But at the same time, there is a chance for us to benefit together, because collectively, as a whole, in the bigger picture of what we're trying to do collectively, we are on the same page. So that's what they might be trying to do. They may be trying to explain this, all right? And this may be like part of like what the synchronicities, like of like how everything kind of falls into place, how everything just seems to match up. Like, it works well. There's harmony here, all right? So even though I'm giving you all that, like, the little nitty gritty shit, there's harmony here, all right? There's a good opportunity for luck and abundance, all right? So, what do you need to know? One more, or two more, whatever comes out, but this would be it. One more. For some, this person could be seeing you as an ideal partner, even if they are afraid to commit. They could be seeing you as somebody who may be trustworthy, someone who they would work with. 8 of Pentacles. So they could be planning the details. They're not going anywhere. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This person is just maybe a little confused. They could feel led astray. Now, they could also not really know what to say or how to like put it into words. Because sometimes the Knight of Swords is somebody who's scatterbrained. So it's a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of intentions. But like where do I intend to do this? How do I intend to do, like, it's a lot of like maybe missing facts. And that's what's coming in, because Gemini here is usually somebody who's very curious. Oh, this is going to be about resources. This is a thing about resources here, because we got the 8th house and we got Scorpio energy. And that, for me, I've always learned, is about resources. All right. That's what this is. Now, for some, this may be somebody who maybe you don't deem as beneficial, or for some, this may be someone who doesn't deem you as beneficial at first. All right. This could have been in the past, because I'm looking at like a past vibe. You know what I mean? Scorpio always represents a past karmic bond. So in the Knight of Cups was there earlier. That Knight of Cups is a karmic lover. So this is a karmic lover. Now, karmic doesn't have to be negative. It just means that this is a relationship that you're going to be learning from. All right. Now, there are past time lessons that maybe you experienced in other relationships that come into play in this relationship. And that's why it's a karmic relationship, because you're going to learn something here. And because we have trine here, that's mean that this is a good lesson. So be open. All right. Be open. So there's going to be some clarity in here. This person just sucks at putting it into words. They can come off very blunt, very harsh, and it's not well thought out. So don't mind them. Don't mind them. They could be a little immature in some ways, but they don't, they mean well. All right. This person, like I said, this person feels like you guys are better together. You know what I mean? But pride could be in the way of them saying that. You know what I mean? Like, they want to work together. This could be somebody who's an artist, a painter, a drawer. They have some type of skill that they perfected. I even want to say a carpenter. Like, they may be good at like fixing stuff, or like, more so fixing stuff. I was going to say making solutions, and that may be because of the Gemini energy. So they may be good at like creative solutions, ideas. Like, this is somebody who wants to exchange ideas. They know how to put things together. Now, this could be also somebody who knows how to save money, even though they are very overindulgent, because the trine energy always represents someone who is overindulgent. They can spend a lot. They can do a lot. You know what I mean? It just makes you kind of get complacent with where you are. Like, so this could be somebody who's already established, and like they're doing so well that they don't really, you know what I mean? They don't really like care too much about money. You know what I mean? Not saying that they're like, some of them they could be rich because the Empress is here. So some of them they could be rich. With the King of Pentacles, even if it's in reverse, that's just the overspender. So they can have a lot of money coming in. They just may be spending it just as, not just as much, because they're with the Empress over top of all that. They got it. So I don't know. Maybe they're building up to that then. Maybe they just don't stay on the job. I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. That's what you need to know, though. This is going to be an expansive moment. All right. So this may be somebody who gives you more than what they need to give you, or does more than what they need to do. You know what I mean? Or they're expecting you to do that, because sometimes the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes in reverse, could be an expectancy of a big change, like expecting the dynamic to change in your favor, expecting the situation. So if you're dealing with someone like this, they may be expecting this circumstance to like turn around. Now, this could be for the both of you because they feel like y'all guys would be better together, or this could be for themselves because they are overindulgent. But and they fear commitment, so they may be thinking of themselves. You get what I mean? Like, it could be like for a team, but like I'm thinking about me, but that's why we're in a team. You get me? You feel me? So like you're beneficial to an extent. So it could be that, but it's like it's meant to be like something that's beneficial for the both of you. So this could be monetary reward. This could just be like a feel-good moment, like good vibes. This could be anything. It's an expansive moment, and this is just meant to help you grow and help you deal with a fear of intimacy, like a fear of allowing people to get closer or having uncomfortable conversations. So this is what you need to know, because the moon is here, and this all deals around your intimacy needs, like I said. What you need in a relationship, partnerships, what makes you feel safe and secure. You know what I mean? And also recognizing the patterns that keep you feeling comfortable, where you need to instruct possibly boundaries or more self-discipline, all right? Or more focused passion, like where you need to be more clear-sighted or more aligned with a goal, or more aligned with a destination. Because the Knight of Swords in reverse is just somebody who doesn't have a clear destination. You know what I mean? They have a bunch of ideas of where they could go, and they're going everywhere but getting nowhere fast. So that could be the vibe. This person could be like this, but be having money and maybe making things happen. So you could be dealing with the Gemini again, but they may not necessarily like know how to take it somewhere. You get me? They may not know how to build it. Let's say it's a business. This may be somebody who knows how to make money, turns a situation into money, because they had a Knight of Cups. So they could be a creator of some sort, but doesn't know how to run it into a business. You get me? Or this is somebody who is a creator or does something like that. Like they could be online and they run a business online. I'm just giving you an example. It's giving that type of vibe. Like this person has perfected some type of craft or some type of skill, and they understand something. You know what I mean? So they've made themselves independent from it. And they may be wanting to invest with you soon or interact with you. All right. In the past, it could have been bad timing, kind of like this last pile I just did. So it could have been like bad timing, but right now things are being lined up for you to be synced up just as you need them to. So this is what you need to know. All right. Expansive moments coming your way. Lucky, good feeling moments. So that was a lot of rambling, y'all. Here's your advice. Prayer. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me to always remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. All right, and on the bottom of the deck, we got creativity. Ooh, creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. So let me give you signs. We got Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer. Yep. Oh, we did have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, is this all the signs again? Maybe. No, I didn't say. Oh, the Virgo is here, so yes, it is. So all the signs are here again. So that's it. That's a great one. All right. So pile 3. That was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. All right. So boom. Pile 4. All right. So pile 4. What do you need to know? That was quick. Ooh, Jupiter. All right, so there's some expansion going on here. Good luck. Could be happening on a Thursday. All right, there's a renewal, lessons, and healing. Okay, good stuff going on. With a Taurus, possibly. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Sag, a Pisces. All right, so there's going to be healing going on. Now, this could be healing of others. Maybe this is like a global thing. Maybe you go somewhere where there's like I was going to say like a healing convention. So I guess that's what you need to know. A healing convention. I mean, okay. Maybe that's like a meet and greet. Bam. Could be doing like a meet and greet. Okay. Or there's something lucky that happens though. All right. And this is something that actually, it's like a reorientation. Maybe you go somewhere new. And like, or it's like getting reacquainted to people. Okay. And lessons are learned here. So maybe you learn something new. I think you're gonna be learning something new, but it's something that's supposed to be expansive. So maybe this has to do like a school or schooling or like education or like teaching. Maybe you meeting a teacher. It's kind of like I had to make sense of all this. So maybe that's what's going on. Because at first before I did all this, I was seeing like the shuffle, and the shuffle was showing like moods, intuition, which is the moon. So maybe that's what it is. Like maybe you have to trust your intuition about what's coming next, like what you need to know. You know what I mean? I guess there's luck and abundance here and expansion and growth, but it comes through lessons. So maybe this is like going through certain experiences. Oh, some of you, okay, we got Sharon here. So maybe some of you are getting over insecurities or like deep-seated wounds, old childhood programming, old childhood, like, I will say fantasies, like the way you used to see things, you know what I mean? How you used to see the world. It's like you're growing up. You know what I mean? Because lessons are here. So like schooling, I thought about schooling, higher education, because we got Jupiter here, which represents Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with that type of energy. Did I give y'all the signs so far? We got Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Chiron. I don't know if Chiron even has anybody that they're associated with. I don't know. But anyway, and we got Taurus. All right, so luxury. Again, this is kind of like another pile that I did that had to do with luxury. I think it was for this reading. I don't know, because I've been doing like a bunch of different readings. I told you that, right? I got like a bunch of readings already like lined up. But anyway, again, with the similar message, there's going to be life's pleasures here. But this comes from maybe sharing your experiences. Because Sharon shows up as like a person who knows how to heal other people. So maybe this is something that you're learning about yourself through healing insecurities. You know what I mean? Deep-seated wounds. So you may be learning this about yourself, like how to heal other people. Or you could just be going somewhere where there's like a bunch of healers. You know what I mean? This could even be like YouTube. You know what I mean? So it could be anything like that. But getting reoriented. So some of you, I was thinking like some of you might have quit or like, disappeared. So it could be like that, coming back around. You know what I mean? It could be that vibe. But anyway, hard work is going to be bringing in growth and expansion. And I guess learning from your experiences. You know what I mean? Some of you have been healing your physical body. There could be like a transformation in that. That might be what you need to know. Like there may be growth in some way where you may see yourself. So that could be like a pregnancy. But I was thinking like a growth, like your physical body, maybe like, you know what I mean? Maybe you start working out. Maybe you start losing weight. Maybe you start gaining weight. Like it's a transformation, the evolution of something. But this is like through stress or trauma. You know what I mean? But there's healing that comes from it because right next to it is healing. So anyway, let's just go to a couple more oracles because that's a lot going on. What I want to say though, is because Jupiter showed up first, whatever's going on, you're going to be creating a new philosophy from it. So you must be learning something, experiencing something, getting reoriented. Yeah, I was going to say reacclimated. So this could be like going back around to a neighborhood, a place you used to frequent, a community, you know what I mean, school, stuff like that. Like maybe, I was almost going to say like maybe even giving back. Like, because Jupiter's abundance, it's a sign of optimism and a planet of optimism and a planet of gifts. All right. So waking up out of illusions. So this may be a time for you to wake up out of it, but Jupiter is an illusionary state though. Oh, so it's time to find something to devote yourself to. So I want to say some of you may be getting into dancing or quitting dancing. All right. But I feel like you're grounding something. So something gets healed here. And you're going to be getting wisdom from somebody else. This could be an older woman or older elder, like an elder. And they don't even have to be older. They just have to be somebody who's just maybe a little bit wiser in this situation. You know what I mean? They know something that maybe you don't know. You know what I mean? I think there's somebody who wants to tango with you, sing with you, but they may be afraid to speak up. So this may be what you need to know. Somebody likes your determination. That's what it is. Somebody likes your determination. So one more oracle and we sliding. All right, this could be a dancer. All right, well, this could be somebody maybe who's like I don't know, I was gonna say an influencer, but like maybe they influence like the people in the workplace. Somebody who has luxury. And if it's a woman, she has a nice body. She could be slender. Now, I don't know. Everybody give me kind of like an older person, but it don't have to be older. But it could be like an older person. But if they're not older, then they have like a really fit body. You get what I mean? Like it's a really fit body. So that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Like kind of gives like a strong vibe. So maybe you have like a very fit body. This may be somebody who overindulges, or they have like luxurious shit, because we got the palace here too, and they do have like luxurious shit. And this is somebody who follows their instinct. All right, maybe if they're a woman, they wear makeup. Like this makeup that's noticeable. Just noticeable, you know what I mean? And when I say noticeable, it doesn't mean that it's tacky. It just means that you can tell they wear makeup. All right. And this may be somebody who you may have to let take the lead, or this may be somebody who you guys don't really share like the same views in certain things. Like, you know what I mean? There could be like a difficulty getting on the same page, or it could be like a question of who takes charge or who takes lead. You know what I mean? This could be somebody with a nice house. Like a nice house, or they could possibly stay somewhere maybe foreign. Yeah, it could be done with a Scorpio, it could be done with the Aries or a Taurus. This is somebody who maybe is they're quiet. That's what I'm really getting, is they're quiet. So they probably watch you. That's probably what you need to know. This person probably watches you, and you may be very healing to them, and you may be helping them through difficulties and deep-seated pain and wounds and insecurities. You know what I mean? And they maybe learn, because Sagittarius is here, so maybe they learn. So this maybe is, oh shit. So you could be having somebody who's influential who watches you. All right, you get what I'm saying? And this is somebody who's very abundant, very expansive, possibly somebody who's probably large, because we had, like I was telling you, like I was like, damn, it feels like an influencer. You know what I mean? For some, this could be somebody who's foreign. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're from like another country. I was gonna say an island, so maybe an island. You know what I mean? But it doesn't have to be like that far, but maybe. Anyway, let's go see what the tarot doing. Who shall I use? We'll go with the Modern Witch. I ain't seen her in a minute. Could be a Leo. We got a King of Wands. All right, somebody who wants a family. Now, this could be also somebody putting on a facade of being happier than they already are. All right, and that might be what you need to know. Like they could already act like they have it together. Yeah, now swords. Oh, what else? Oh, okay, Sagittarius. So they could be healing some type of depression. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now this person does want a family. Now maybe they had a family, because that's what it kind of feels like. They maybe had to surrender one, or they gave up on one, or they gave up fighting. This person wants to heal a connection, or wants to build. I think they want to bring something together with you, though. This could be something, for real, what I want to say is mystical. We get a lot of Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is very similar to Pisces. They don't see boundaries. So maybe this person, because like the Seven of Wands is somebody, and it's in reverse. So it's usually somebody who either put their time and their energy in the wrong place, and that's what they feel like. This could be like towards trying to build a family, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. So it could be like they put their wrong place. Like maybe they invested in the wrong person, or they invested in the wrong job, or they invested in the wrong business, or you know what I mean? It's like that. It's like they feel like maybe they need to give up, or on sometimes maybe even like outdated beliefs, you know what I mean, or outdated traditions. Like they feel like they need to give up. So this could be, I was gonna say a holiday. So maybe you need to know that. This person wants to, I don't know, for why, what does that have to do with it? Seven of Pentacles. So there may be a dispute about money, or they maybe they're trying to get control of the situation. So there may be an offer that they're trying to give you, and so that they can get control of the situation. They want a family with you. That's what I really want to say. But what I want to say is like, or at least a team with you. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the last part I was doing, but this is like different. This is a little different, because this is like someone who pretends not to see the potential. You know what I mean? Pretends not to. But whole time they're really focused on you. All right, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, could be dealing with a Virgo, could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Virgo, could be dealing with a Sag, could be dealing with a Gemini. All right, this is somebody who maybe even playing a victim, and I missed that at first, because it's almost like, because when the sacrifice came up, this may be somebody who feels like they have to sacrifice themselves for you, or this is somebody who plays a victim, or woe is me, you know what I mean? This may be somebody who also hasn't really realized why things didn't work in the past, or why things haven't worked for them in the past. You know what I mean? Like they could be using their talents or using their abilities for some. Because it seems like we're going into a whole nother story, so rock with me again. But it seems like this person could be somebody who maybe uses their abilities but doesn't really like feel confident in them, or like overthinks them, or you know what I mean? Like this person maybe like felt, they could have felt like they invested in the wrong person. That's why I kind of feel like that. Like I said that before, but it kind of like like at the same time, it seemed like this person's putting on like a facade or putting on like an illusion of like not being worried, not really focusing, but this person is watching you and they learn a lot from you. So you could be healing this person's insecurities. All right, you get what I mean? Because there's a renewal here. So somebody could be looking for a renewal, or like you're helping someone renew this, like help them get reorientated possibly to their body. So you could be like a healer, like a nurse, you know what I mean? You could be very like very well adept to like certain hidden knowledges, because the older woman is a wisdom. She has like a lot of knowledge. It's just, and you don't even have to be older. You can just be very mature or very experienced in something, and other people are able to learn from you. And then, you know, this is an expansive moment. So someone maybe even larger than you, this could be like your boss watching you, you know, do what you do around the job, and they be like, "Dang, you know more than I do about the job, and I'm the owner. How did you figure that out?" So you could be doing this type of vibe. Like you could be like that. You know what I mean? It could really be that big for you. You know what I mean? Person has a nice house though. So I said a whole lot because I was saying about a dispute with money. Anyway, this person's gonna be reaching out to you soon. All right, they are, and they're gonna be very clear about some things, but they may be like, I guess they may be impatient with you in some ways. Like they may be trying to rush you in a way. You know what I mean? Or they may be like rushing out. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like they don't want to waste time. If that makes sense. So maybe this person doesn't want to waste time, and they could be like really starting to be more direct. That might be what's coming. Oh yes, that's what's coming for you. They're going to start wanting to be direct because they're trying to inject passion into you. But now one or two things could happen. One, because you can be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries again. So one, they could be doing this in a sense to like control you, or they could be doing this in a sense to empower you. You know what I mean? Like they have a way maybe that works. It may be very traditional, and it may be kind of like bossy, and like in my opinion, the way they may come off is like very bossy and like ready to go and always like, you know, on the move. This may be somebody who's very established as well. Like they have their stuff together. You know what I mean? But I guess they want to be in control of it. That might be where the issue is. You know what I mean? You may be healing their confidence. So now we went from someone wanting to invest or whatever into like a relationship. So it's a lot going on here in this general. But this may be somebody who you were once devoted to, if this is the case, because we got devotion here and it was in reverse, and that was showing up for a different story. So, and I think it's going to be happening around the fall. So that might be when you'll really be getting the communication. So I don't know when you're going to see it, because when I'm recording it, it's in October. I think it's like the 15th. I don't know. But anyway, you probably will be hearing about this in the fall, but it doesn't have to be, because I see Pluto energy here. And you know, because we got Virgo energy too, but you know, we do got Jupiter, which could be, that's still Sagittarius. So that's like winter time. You know what I mean? Pisces still like winterish time. So, you know, between fall and maybe winter, that might be when this all starts to like go into action. All right. I almost feel like someone wants to, like they're looking up to you, like, you know what I mean? Like they may be looking up to you in some way. All right, now, because I see the Emperor here, the big thing I notice about the Emperor when it comes to like connections, relationships, or anything, even if this is not somebody who's like a boss or like in charge of a lot of shit, right? This is just somebody who in your mind, you've given power to. You know what I mean? And that's why Pluto is here too, because Pluto is about power dynamics and the transference of that. So like this may, like if this is like a past person that we're talking about in any of these scenarios, then this is somebody who maybe had the advantage over you before at one time, but now you have the advantage and they know it. You know what I mean? Because that's what Pluto, it's a power game. It goes back and forth. So maybe when we date for 3 years, you know, of the relationship, we can even stay in the same relationship. The power dynamic still changes. We can stay in the same relationship for as long as we can. Usually it's a tumultuous relationship though. So that's a part too. So like usually the beginning part of it is tumultuous. And then the other person gets the dynamic. And then it's a decision for that person. Because that's why we also got the opposition. Because opposition does represent a decision. So at the same time, there's a decision that could be made here. Because when Pluto gives the other person the power, they have a choice and decision. So if you're dealing with somebody who's influential, or you're dealing with somebody romantic who you're in love with, or someone who you, even if it's a friend or anybody who you deem as an authority figure, you're giving them the power, right? And there could be a choice or a decision when you've gotten the power. Like, you know, when the dynamic changes. So maybe even you could have been in charge and now they're in charge. So like it goes in this type of way. Like maybe you had like the power and the connection where you get to have the most say so. You know, they usually say the person who cares the less or cares the least has the most power. So like if it's like a romantic thing or like even a business thing, like if you don't need someone to invest in your business, they don't really have any power over you. You know what I mean? Unless they had the resources that you need to like continue your business, then they have limited power or certain, you know what I mean, certain power. You know what I mean? So I'm giving you a gist of that. All right, but anyway, this person does want to invest. All right, but they may be trying to rush you with this investment. They may be trying to push forward, like, you know what I mean? Maybe want to call you up, visit you, whatever, any of that. But they are inspired. They may be innovative. Oh, you may be giving them new ways. Because remember I seen the Ten of Pentacles? I was seeing the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and that's usually outdated beliefs, especially when it comes to like traditions, values, you know what I mean, principles. Some of these things are like, is what they're giving up, all right? And they may be trying to heal a connection with you by giving up certain principles. Sometimes the Seven of Wands is usually losing the high ground. So like they can recognize that maybe they were wrong in this situation. You get me? And that might be why the Nine of Swords is here with the sacrifice, because it's kind of like a woe is me, and like, but not really realizing why shit is going, how it's going for them. You know what I mean? Or you could just be giving them these sudden realizations where they're like, oh man, where they usually play a victim. They're like, oh man, I can see it, but now I can't unsee it. But it starts the healing process. So you could be really doing this for somebody who you deem is very important in your life, or you could be doing this for somebody who is very influential and you need to know this. So continue doing this, continue doing whatever you're doing that's teaching, inspiring, and helping other people grow. You could just be a teacher. You could be a natural healer. You know what I mean? You could be a nurse, you could be a doctor, a technician. You know what I mean? You could be a dancer. That is healing. That's inspiring. It inspires other people to want to do it. Singing, dancing, painting, drawing, all that. Computer arts, you know what I mean? Computer design, computer web browsing. I mean, not web browsing? I guess so. You know what I mean? A lot of things inspire. You never know who you inspire. So keep going, whatever you're doing. All right? Because this doesn't seem too bad. It just seems like, you know, it's a whole bunch of shit going on. Like most readings. That's nothing new. All right. So do I want to do anything else? Yo, y'all want to go live soon? Let me know. Let me know. I think I'm going to stick with that right there, and that's going to be that right there. We're going to get some advice. All right, and then we out of here. Ooh. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me to not fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. All right, so let me give you signs. We got Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Sag, Gemini, Pisces, and then Scorpio. Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries. All right. Wow, we didn't really have any water signs. Okay. Well, pile 4. That was your reading. Thanks for watching. Hey, listen, I haven't done 4 piles in a minute. I've been adding piles to like the past 2 readings because I only did like 5. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do all these readings in between the time. I'm gonna have it ready, and I did not. I was mostly on Instagram, but I was thinking about y'all a lot because I was like, dang, I just left my people. And you know what I mean? I'm here, y'all. I'm sorry that I left like that. I just didn't tell y'all what was going on. It was a lot, and I didn't really know how to express that, and I should have. So if you're here in pile 4 and you're like one of the originals, or just even the people who just come in now to support me, I should have been there, y'all, and I let y'all down. And I realized that, and I was like, dang, it was selfish in some ways because of what I was trying to do. I'll tell you about it another time when it all gets done. But yeah, it's just, you know, I'll tell y'all about it. But anyway, thank you always for the support. Thanks for being here. This your boy Noonie, and this Leo in the 3rd house.